gifs that people put in the Discord when we're playing.
Right?
They're so good.
Y'all made me way too hard. Okay. What do you want to do?
I do not know.
So we did take a short rest, did we?
Sure.
Yes.
If no one stops him, Sir Rian McPhee is going to open the door to the Dragon Treasury.
No, I'm going to call out to him to hold before he goes in there.
Sparky's already told us that it's probably not a great idea to open.
He's already heard the warning. He's heard the warning. He said his concern is that either our group takes it, someone else comes and takes it, or the dragon comes back and get it. I don't want to have any part in it, but he's a Sky Knight. I assume they know what they're doing when it comes to this sort of stuff.
I want to, before he opens it, I want to ask him if he has any ward against like dragon greed.
I have no such ward, but I assure you, if I take its gold, the dragon will come for me, and with any luck, we are but 2 days away from the disorder, and I might rejoin the 5th detachment. We can retreat back to the borders of the Empire and force the dragon to come after us in its weakened state. With no drakes, no wyverns, no sister.
I mean, if he's willing to open it and give us some of the gold, I don't mind.
I mean, I think the issue is that the gold is going to be cursed as long as that dragon is still alive.
Are we going to turn into skeletons?
No.
That's cursed. That's cursed ink
Pirate
gold.
Not dragon gold.
It means that we will become greedy for more and more and more, and until that dragon is dead.
Why don't you make an Arcana check? You guys are making some assumptions about how dragon greed works.
That's the sentence for the entire season. Make an Arcana check.
23.
So it's not just that it will affect you wanting more and more things. It will infect anything that you own, and unless all of your belongings, all possessions that you have are given away freely, anyone who takes anything from you will also suffer the effects of dragon greed. And it will spread like a virus across the land. The elves specifically know of this because several of their cities before they moved to the Hidden Valley system were completely destroyed by dragon greed. Someone would bring back the treasure of a great dragon who had not yet been slain, thinking that they were wise and clever to steal these magical items from them, or to take from them their gold, and then by the next week, the entire city had fallen to infighting, madness, and civil war, and the great dragon simply flew in and made its hoard even larger.
Gotcha. Don't touch the gold.
I have an idea, and I'm going to present it to the group. Godric will point out all the gristle and fat that he's got from essentially cooking this dragon up, and say, why don't we just burn the hoard? Just use it to set the treasure hoard alight. I mean, I don't think it's gonna destroy a lot of the gold or anything, but it's gonna make it like unusable.
I mean, if what's his face is gonna take all the gold for us back to the disorder, and then once we slay the dragon, we can get some of it. I don't think lighting it would be.
My name is Sir Rian McPhee.
Yeah, Sir Ian McPhee.
We've had intensely personal discussions together at least twice.
I'm just kidding, Sir Ian. I remember your name.
Make a persuasion check, Godric. Persuade him to destroy the hoard.
Persuasion, one of the skills I'm...
Thank God.
Right. Nope. Absolutely not.
He seems resolute in his stance.
Sir Rian, if you take this treasure, how can you guarantee that the dragon greed will not spread?
To us.
To us, to
anyone.
I have nothing to offer any of you. I will take this back to the 5th attachment, and if necessary, I will use that chest, and I will guard it from anyone. Put all that I can carry inside it, whatever is left, we can destroy with your gristle and fat plan. I was simply wish to use it as bait. And on a lesser note, I must be honest, the 5th detachment is in sore needs of funds to rebuild after we lost 11 destroyers and our flagship.
The issue, Sir McPhee, is that even if you just take one piece of gold from that hoard, it's going to infect you and everything you own. So the dragon doesn't have to come for you. It can just wait for your empire to fall because you took a piece of gold.
Unfortunately, you are not able to convince him because you have already bottomed out.
If you can guarantee that this dragon greed does not spread, if you can control this and sit on that chest until after the dragon is defeated, then we can agree to that plan. But if you spend so much as a copper that you find in there, you know what will happen, yes?
On my honor as a knight.
Very well, then. But I will not touch it. I will have no part of it.
Neither will I. Not until the dragon is slain.
He goes over to the door. It's got that apprehensive, Laura Croft, Nathaniel Drake, kind of like, oh man, I'm about to do something real big. He pushes the door open.
I think, before he gets to the door, I want to stop him.
I was going to have to check it for traps.
His hands are on the door. Okay, checking it for traps?
Yeah. Perception roll?
Yep.
Checking for eyeballs in the ceiling.
Well, okay, sorry, it's investigation if you want to get nitty gritty, but if you're just doing a quick glance, it's perception.
All right. I mean,
your perception is better. Yes, I know.
It is, yeah, that's right. I mean, I get the 15 base to perception to passive on passive investigation too.
I'll do the nitty gritty if you need it.
All right, 25.
There is a trap on this door. Deathtrix. When the door is opened, it triggers something in the floor behind it. So, like, it opens, the floor plate that would be immediately open would be triggered, and it will send a spike at a, high pressure up through the floor plate and into the body of whoever's standing above it.
Okay, so the trap could be disarmed by
fatal
triggering
to any of you. Yes.
Okay.
It's going well.
All right, so I'll point it out so that then he can then trigger it without being killed.
Okay. He opens the door and he makes his roll to avoid the trap. He puts his foot down. He turns to look at you. He looks fine for a moment. And then his right foot kind of jerks up for a second and his whole body freezes. And then you hear like a vacuum suctioning noise. And his whole body collapses down. And you can see that the spike has gone up through his right foot, up through his right leg, into his torso, and then back out again. And just like gore, organs, blood is just gushing out of him as he's lying dead on the floor. Glittering gold, thousands of gold pieces, a beautiful sword, a crossbow that glitters with starlight.
See, this is why I don't remember people's names.
He twitches there for a moment. Sorry.
You're goddamn right you are.
I'm gonna pull his body out of the horde room.
It's messy.
And then shut the door.
You're gonna touch the door?
I mean, I'm not gonna touch the door. I'm gonna use my pick to grab one end of the door and pull it closed. I saw what happened to the last guy who touched the door.
Isildur.
So here's the thing: you are a dwarf, and this is a dragon sword. I'd like you to make a wisdom save now that you're directly viewing it.
Oh no!
Good thing it's not an Arcana check.
Might as well be for what he's about to roll.
Are you kidding me? This is rigged, dude. This is rigged.
Your eyes become as wide as saucers, and no one can see because you're looking away from them. And you unconsciously take a step into the room as you see dragon fire in your eyes, and you hear a calling in Dwarvish. Avenge, avenge us, grandson. Take from them their weapons and use it for us. They have hunted us out of our mountains for generations. The oath, the grudges. As you begin to zombie shuffle towards not the sword, not the crossbow, but the gold.
Can I grab him really quick and pull him back?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like you guys to make opposed athletics checks.
Athletics. Hopefully I'm good at that. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's 18.
Fuck!
Oh!
Tanira, you are dragged into the room trying to hold him back.
This is why the fight was so easy.
You would have rolled that. Goddamn.
I
You're
wanna-
+6.
I want to give Gwyneria and Kithtrix a chance to act before Godric continues.
I will try casting Entangle.
Okay, yeah, it'll work. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a strength check to have me out of it. But
Yeah.
Can you cast a high level to increase the? No, there's no high level casting on it. So I mean, put it on the board, but there we go. So he needs to make a DC 14 strength save.
Strength save.
Yeah, you're a fighter. This should be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low rolls.
Yikes.
Thank God.
Tanira, you actually have to make the same save. You're
Okay.
also in the area. Okay. You're
Oof.
good. The gold is all like caught up in the vines and tangle. It's moving like an undulating web, but you are held in place, Godric.
Can I
You snap back
cast-
to your senses for a moment.
Do I know if Godric has dark vision?
He does. He's a dwarf.
He does.
Yes,
Never
I
mind.
do.
Fuck.
If it's magical darkness, that may be different.
Yeah, magical darkness. You can't see through magical darkness.
Okay.
Dark
Can I
vision.
cast darkness right in front of him?
How do you
Like-
have the darkness spell?
It's
I'm a
tiefling,
tiefling.
level 5 tiefling.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll cast darkness to try to like take the gold out of his sight at least,
Okay, that's pretty
Um,
good.
and then see if I can't get out of there. Covering my eyes as I leave, I guess.
I think once I stop my senses, I try to like do the dwarves are natural sprinters back out of the room.
We're good over short distances.
You managed to drag the exsanguinating corpse of Sir Rian McPhee with you.
Who was the other Sky Knight that was with us? Are they still?
Blur.
Blur is
Blur,
outside
sir.
watching for incoming
guard.
dragons.
Oh,
We need to let her know.
At least I saved one of them.
I was gonna say, do we let him know, or does we just let him figure it out when I come walking out wearing McPhee's plate armor?
No, I'll go and talk to her.
You're gonna steal his plate armor?
No, I was making a joke in bad taste.
It doesn't fit you, so
Yeah,
Got him.
It's also a hole in the right boot.
Yeah, for real. There's no boot left.
You're heading outside to talk to Fleur.
Yeah.
we're lucky that worked.
She has
Yeah.
climbed up into a tree nearby, like the bottom level of branch, and has a spear like in her hand at the ready to throw.
I feel like if Sparky's good, we should
Blur.
leave.
Yeah?
Blur.
Yes.
I'm
something's happened. It's Sir McPhee. He triggered a trap in the dragon's horde. He's dead.
She has a look of someone whose entire unit has died, and one of them got sent away. But yeah, it's basically just like it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi PTSD look of just like, wow, with this. So this is where we're at now, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know.
But can we tell the other Sky Knights he died in battle with the dragon?
I think that would be wise, but if you were going to do that, you shouldn't have told me.
I mean, but you were there for the battle of the dragon, so you would have known that was a lie. But can't we do this for him? Does it have to be? Does it help for them to know that he died to a trap rather than he died in battle?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Might have been an idiot, but we still want his integrity intact.
Yeah. I'm about to do something kind of gross here.
Are you gonna cook them? Don't you dare!
No, I'm not.
As you look at her Kithtrix, you can tell that her personal honor will not allow her to lie about this.
I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do.
All right. You'd best bury him here or light him on fire. I'll carry his gear back, and I'd appreciate if you could help me return the banners and the shields.
Of course. Of course we will.
I'd like everyone to make a insight check real quick.
Insight. Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely done. First natural 20 of the night.
Right?
Okay, everyone but Cornelia passed, but that's more than half. The banners and the shields are almost certainly counted as being part of the horde. Everything down here is part of the dragon's horde.
Does the green dragon or anything? I mean, is there not?
It's all the black dragons, I guess. We can't take any of that back. We shouldn't take any of that back.
You have no discernment of what is owned by the green and what is owned by the black.
I don't think we should touch anything.
All right. Well, Cornelia, you knew about this. You should maybe explain it to Fleur why we can't take this.
I can do that, and I'm generally very persuasive. So yes, I will.
Okay.
I will
You
do
have
that.
a conversation with Fleur. She understands, but she definitely wants to bring back McPhee's personal belongings.
That we can definitely do.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean she's going to be hauling plate armor up a mountain.
Yeah. I'm going to offer to help her bring up whatever of his personal effects she needs help with.
Okay. She suggests that you dump it all in the chest, and then
So I was just going to stuff his body in the chest, but then
yeah, she does not want to do that. She just wants to give him a funeral service.
Wait a second.
is the chest part of the dragon's sword?
Yes.
I will
almost
definitely
got
carry.
you.
Leave
I would
those
definitely carry
potions
one red
behind that we found.
Oh, you're
So
right.
Remove them
close.
from your character sheet.
You're so right. I'm taking that potion off as we speak.
Put it back in the chest. Don't touch anything
Almost
else.
got him,
We
guys.
technically haven't taken it from the horde because we haven't left the room yet.
We're
Yes.
not the smartest barrel in the pot, but we know a thing or
So
two.
close. You were like 5 seconds away from leaving.
From leaving, yeah.
Here's a joke: that the green dragon belonged to the black dragon, so all those bits you harvested from it, that's all black dragon's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
That meal we just
Well,
ate.
he's got to give me a couple hours if he wants part of the green dragon back.
I'm gonna take everybody's potions and put them back in the chest.
Okay.
She will use
We're gonna
her
have to haul this
personal
by.
cloak to turn into a sack to carry his armor.
All right.
Well, like I said, whatever she needs help carrying back, I'll help her with. So I'm more than willing to carry the plate armor or the sword or whatever.
I can chop down some wood if she wanted to end up like doing like a pyre kind of burning situation for.
Yes,
We should do
absolutely.
all that outside.
Yeah, for sure.
I was going to say we could just put him in the tub and dump the gristle on him and let it go.
I think he deserves a little bit more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You hold a muted funerary service. Fleur blesses him in the name of the gods of the Empire and his service for the Emperor, which appears to be good enough to send his spirit, now turn his body into a meddlesome undead. And if there's nothing else, you make your way back towards the disorder.
If we can like write down the location of the cave so that we can quote unquote remember.
I'm sure we can put a mark on our quick travel map.
Yeah. We get a safe point outside the door here.
A forest swamp is a big place, and you don't even have an accurate map of this place to begin with. But you can try to provide some landmarks.
Yeah.
So this might be this might not be possible, but while walking out of the caves, I want to see if there's anywhere where it would be easy to collapse the cave.
Absolutely not.
It's still all protected by the dragon's lair.
I mean, it's literally a dragon's lair. It's not meant to be destroyed easily.
Okay.
They're reshaping the entire forest swamp around it to accommodate this place. 2 days later, you arrive back at the disorder in rugged health. Climbing up that mountain is much harder than going down.
Let's get the alpha.
Yes.
From my background, feature wanderer. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography and can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. How does that sound? Would that
It
help
sounds
flying
like
in
you
the
could
future?
direct someone back there pretty easily.
Cool.
General layout.
Why couldn't you be a hermit like everybody else?
I was considering criminal at one point.
No, that's me.
Would have been a very different game.
Yeah.
As you make your way, you are all aware of the fading divine power. Blessing you were given to stop those responsible for the kidnappings in the 3 villages has faded with it. And with that divine channel closed, Chinira, you have no longer suffered visitations from devilish friend.
Oof.
At the top of the disorder, the Sky Knights appear to have reassembled, and there is a lot of honor bestowed upon Fleur as the sole surviving member of a dragon-killing squad. There's a lot of bemoaning about leaving behind banners and shields, but an understanding of dragon greed, which many of the senior knights congratulate her on her incredible knowledge and perspicacity to survive such a situation that many would have fallen prey to.
Yeah, about that.
She reunites with her other squad member, who appears to be trying to mend the Thopter, and you all are deposited 200 gold pieces apiece in sacks.
Sweet.
You are invited to head back to the Dwarven colony if you'd like to be dropped off there, or they can just leave you here.
We had
Preparing to
bounty
depart
one,
immediately.
right?
Sorry, what was that?
We had a bounty for, was it wyverns?
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they
I
just
think
paid you
I think-
for.
Yep.
Okay.
And nothing.
I thought there was an extra one from the. Nope, never mind. I'm remembering it now. I had to go back and read my notes.
No bonus for the dragon? Sheesh.
No one paid you or signed you to go out there and kill that thing.
Note to self: negotiate
Read the
dragon clause
contract.
next time.
Just did free labor. I better get some of that horde next time. I'm down to go back to the Dwarven colonies if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Yes.
I mean, are we okay with the fact that presumably that we've earned the ire of the Black Dragon? Will come after them, or is it going to come after us?
Better
Coming
to
after
lead it to
anyone.
a settlement of vengeful dwarves than here.
Okay.
You know they'll all fight.
Yeah, because we didn't take anything that we know of that would have it come after us. So
Right.
Barky says, as long as we keep moving, we'll be safe. Should not stop anywhere. For that matter, we have a reward waiting for us back in 3 villages. Do we not?
also that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to go to the Dwarven city, then we'd have to go to the 3 cities.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Sounds
okay
good.
with. We can figure out what our next plan is after that.
We flew from the Thaig here on the ship though. Well, can we get back to the Thaig? Or are they going to drop us
They're going
back
to take
there?
you. So the colony
Okay.
is the landing site at the top
On
of the
top.
mountain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're stopping back there to get supplies for their trip back to the borders of Imperium.
Okay.
Empire, sorry. And Warhammer 40k. Yeah. If you have nothing else, the captain wordlessly welcomes you back onto the boat and assigns you quarters. And you see that the song, the head of the disorder, as far as there is a head, is waiting at the landing pad watching you all leave, as is the lore master bard, who both like see you off, their quest lines unfulfilled.
Be like that sometimes.
I mean, you were like, hey, what if we left tonight? But they and many of the monks see off the Imperial Sky Knight cruise. The 5th detachment departs. They make best speed rather than hesitantly moving forward, and return to the colony within a day.
Perfect. I'm going to use that time to sleep.
Mhm.
I'd like to say before we depart, I want to get all the remainders of the 5th Fleet to like somewhere in the disorder that we can buy food, and like I want to use some of the money we have to, or that I have to, like pay for a feast for just everybody.
Okay. Yeah, if you're
However
willing
much gold
to shell up about 30 gold pieces, you can give a feast that
yeah.
will celebrate everyone.
That's nothing. Yeah.
Okay. The monks don't have a lot of use for material goods, but they understand what you're trying to do, and so accept a ridiculously small amount of money to make you happy, so that they can do what you want. The crew, especially people from what I'll term the lower decks, appear to hold all of you in some degree of reverence as dragon killers, and as those who fought by Sir Rian McPhee's side, who is now being lauded as a hero. Quietly among the officers, it's discussed that he fell for dragon greed and died like an idiot. It will not his line will not be given a great legacy, but no one's gonna like go around announcing that this dude stepped on a trap and died. There is some discussion as to who's going to lead his squad, seeing as, you know, he did not have great faith in either of his remaining alive companions. And his squad is already, it went from 10 people to 2. This squad is toast, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
How many people does it take to run one of these ships?
I mean, so this is a supply ship.
Okay.
So it actually takes fewer people than normal to run it because it's not a warship.
And is a supply ship smaller or larger than a warship?
Much larger.
Okay. How many people does it usually contain?
For this ship, so this ship is meant to carry all the supplies the smaller, faster ships need to survive, but they don't need tons and tons of like vegetables to go into combat, right? That's just gonna give them a weird like balance in the air, and it's gonna slow them down. So this ship is the one that bears all of that weight for them. The crew of this ship would normally be about 20 people. It's closer to like 80 right now, as all of the survivors of the fleet have been crammed onto it.
Gotcha.
There's enough space for everybody. It's uncomfortable, but
About 4 times more than it usually does.
yes.
Okay.
For one thing, it doesn't have very many supplies left. When you arrive, you're seen off. They basically touch down long enough to offload enough crew to man the second destroyer, the one that's still intact. And they throw some tow lines on it and drag it behind them with a prize crew, and they're gone within like 20 minutes. Someone calls the elevator literally by shouting down the vast hole to come up and come get you guys.
All that work and not welcome.
At least we survived to see another day.
I mean, look, guys, we did something really good here. This is, yeah. Let's don't make it seem less than it is.
We shall drink with dwarves. We shall sing of great deeds, and it should be.
I'm getting a bath.
Fantastic.
I think before everyone goes off to do whatever, Godric's gonna get this like kind of like shit-eating grin and say, "But the real treasure we earned was the friendship we made along the way."
You bastard.
So in common, Sparky says, "You should celebrate as much as you can, as much as you are able. You should leave here in the morning, not want to remain any place for long."
You got it.
It's for me.
All right. I want to find a dwarven like craftsman or artisan, like as soon as we were able to.
So the elevator has risen to the top. There is, of course, the attendant who runs it, and a single cart, chuck wagon that has a feast laid out of halfling delicacies and authentic dwarven cuisine, with a big, hot, steaming pile of tea and or coffee. As Drongo Roundcast says, "Oh, look, you're all okay. Someone spotted your arrival and said that there were 4 ne'er-do-wells with a little dragon up here, so I thought it's time to drag my cart out."
It's a good thing you did, because I have coin for you, sir.
Right.
Well,
Great stories.
Yeah, give him 5 gold pieces, but I'm not going to eat that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him another 5 gold, and I'm gonna eat as greedily as I can.
I mean, it's like a plate of beans and like toasted bread, sliced ham, some delicious like roasted roots. Unusually, there's like a plate of like rice as well for anyone who wants to just take a scoop out. And
all of that.
like steaming jasmine tea.
Yep,
And
I
a
could
pot of
definitely use some
coffee.
tea. Tea
And the
sounds very good.
elevator begins doing its slow circular turn as all of you are slowly descending. And every once in a while, it reaches a quarter turn point, and the spikes that make up its outside lock into place so that if you suddenly fall, it'll just catch you, and then those disengage and you keep going down. Drongo's just like, "You look different.
I feel different.
You seem happier. You seem happier. You look the same. Your dragon does not look well, and you look the same as well."
He's going through some things. The dragon, that is, not Godric. Although he might be going through. Are you going through things, Godric? Are you okay?
I'm still coming to terms with the fact that I dropped 80 feet out of the sky.
That sounds like an incredible journey, friend.
We shall be happy to tell you all about it.
Definitely a quick
Quite a fast one too.
Well, we've only got about 10 minutes to reach the bottom, so the tale better be very, very quick.
I'll give you
Godric
the
doesn't
short
have
version.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll let Gwenira take over on that one.
She can tell the stories.
Yeah.
In the disorder that lays far away, we went and blah, 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 blah. And I sing and I tell the tales of swamp and fighting a wyvern and fighting a green dragon. And I leave out the part where Sir Rian stepped on the spike.
Don't
Make a
forget the part
performance
where I
check.
use the
a
boomerang to
performance
save Godric.
But some people still get inspiration.
Remember that hag that we kind of like walked by? That was crazy. Yes.
Yes.
That's a natural 20. All right, it's a really good fucking song.
Mhm.
Drongo is already whistling the chorus to it.
It's an earworm now.
Yeah. That tale's going in the book.
Yep.
When you have reached the bottom, three of you have no idea who this is. But Tanira, you recognize that someone is waiting for you at the bottom of the elevator. It is the former priest who is now a orphanage keeper.
It's a guy I talked to the last
Gave
time
him
I
a
was
bunch
here.
of gold and
Yeah.
he said, "What are you running from?"
Nothing. Does he come over to talk to me, or he's just
I mean,
kind of
he's standing in your path. You got, so the bottom of the elevator is shaped like a C, and you have to like exit out the open end, and he's waiting there for your group to pass him.
Probably won't say anything.
Okay. Well, he nods to all of you and he says, "Traveler, a moment of your time." In common.
To me,
Sure.
specifically.
Yeah, to Tanira.
Wait, you said traveler. Okay.
Yes,
I'll
but he's talking
meet
to
up-
Tanira.
Yeah, I'll meet up with you guys later. What can I do
Okay.
for you?
Will you walk with me?
Of course.
I asked around about you. They tell me you throw yourself in dangerous situations to try to get yourself killed.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say life is dangerous and I do what I can.
I hear rumors that a band of dragon killers will arrive soon.
Oh, yeah?
What do you know about that?
Not much. They must be very adept warriors. How are the children doing?
You know, I am ordained to take a confessional. Anything you tell me will be sealed between you and the dwarven gods. There's something you need to get off your chest. I don't offer judgment. I offer confession, cleaning.
Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer. I just got into town. I'd like to decompress, but I will see you before the morning.
I'll put it on the schedule. The children are well, and they will be glad to see you if you stop by again.
Let's do it there then. I'll come by.
Very well. Gives you a nod and then starts whistling and walking back to the complete opposite side of the Dwarven Promenade, since the orphanage is at the beginning entrance rather than here at the end with the elevator.
Gotcha. I'll nod back to him and then I'll catch up with everybody else.
For the rest of you, there is some furor going on. People are shouting that a expeditionary mining team has returned and confirmed the presence of the mother lode. That the orichalcum is real. There's enough time has passed that they have gone out there and come back.
Good. I wanted to follow up on that.
You know, Godric tells the truth. Everybody always seems to be surprised.
Right?
They just needed time to get a team together and then send it out.
Yeah.
Right. I think if the team is coming back, I want to like go somewhere where I can watch them, where I can watch them return.
I mean, so this place is shaped like a reverse, like a V, essentially. You can watch anything down the promenade from any height. It's just very open. So yeah, you see the team returning. They are running the whole length of the facility since the mines are located beneath the elevator shaft, so you have to come the whole length of the promenade to get to the mining guild. But yeah, they are, people are stopping and like congratulating them, and like someone's holding up a fist-sized chunk of pure high-quality orichalcum, and the light glints off of it, and some reflection of something like dragon's greed. You just see something very dwarvenly, a piece of orichalcum, and you're like, that's some sweet ore right there.
It's that good.
Yeah, it's that pure quality stuff. And you're like, yes, this is what we must mine.
I think as they're walking by, I want to like give them like a miner's salute. And then I'm just going to go off and try to find that dwarven craftsman that I'm looking for.
So normally if you tried pulling this shit, someone would probably break your arm. Right? Like, you've specifically been exiled. Like, you're specifically not allowed. Conscientiously, the miners pretend to not see you do it, which is the best you're gonna get. And I guess it's pretty good.
Yep.
It's the goodest good you ever did get. I'd probably go off with Godric if he wants company, because I also have to find a crafter for this dragon wing hide.
Yeah, I'll absolutely take the company. I'm specifically looking for a dwarven craftsman, and the only thing I'm only trying to have two things made, and they're not fancy or exorbitant. Like, I'm not expecting magical properties off of these.
Okay.
I gave Tanira some of the dragon teeth because she wanted to use those as clasps for the cloak, and I gave Gwynny some of the dragon scales because she had asked for those. But I specifically wanted to keep two dragon's teeth, the two largest dragon's teeth, for myself, and one scale. And I want one of the dragon's teeth and one scale made into a necklace for myself, just so I have a token of slaying a dragon.
Okay.
And I want the second dragon's tooth, I want it crafted into a wedding ring.
Okay. That last one's going to take a lot longer than everything else.
Yep. I assumed as much.
So collectively, everything else is going to take 1 gold and several hours of work. Turning it into a wedding ring is going to take 50 gold pieces, and it will take a week.
Okay. I'm going to tell him when it's done to send it to 3 villages, or three villages.
All right.
Because that's where we're heading next.
All right.
That includes the 2 cloaks for me, or is that separate?
Do you want the cloaks to be magical?
Sure, why not?
That will take much longer and costs a lot more.
More than a week?
Yes, much more than a week.
Okay.
Depends on how magical you want to get it, but just getting a magical cloak will take like over a month.
Yeah, I looked up magical dragon scale armor is 6 years.
Can I make one of them magical and one of them non-magical?
If you want a non-magical one, they can get it done tonight.
Tonight? Okay, perfect. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. And then have the non-magical one sent to the 3 villages as well.
Okay. They're going to want a 500 gold piece down payment for the cloak.
Okay. For the magical one?
Yep.
Got it. I guess I don't have it, so I guess I'll just make them.
How much more do you need?
I need like 300 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll foot you the 300 gold.
No, it's okay.
No, it's fine. We went there together. I'll foot you the 300 gold. AP, I'm footing him the 300 gold.
I need more than that. I have other expenses. That's all of my money. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. How about this?
You have a very awkward conversation in front of someone who doesn't speak common.
I'll make one non-magical one, and then I'll keep the materials for one in the future. How about that?
After giving you the 300 gold, I still have 124 gold, so I'm pretty sure I can cover us for a few weeks until we do another job.
And I appreciate that, but that's not how I'm going to work it.
This is literally Godric's only way of expressing his friendship. Let him do it.
forcing money on people. Excellent.
Yes. Spending money on his friends is the only way he knows to express his friendship.
Cornelia,
How about
Kithtrix.
this? Sorry.
Where do the two of you
harp on
go while
this.
they're bickering?
I mean, I'm
Where do you wanna
probably
go?
just trying to look to get just a room for the night. I mean, there are a couple of like minor things I want to buy. I'm sure we don't need a shopping episode. Like I can finally afford to increase my armor class by
Favorite
1.
episode.
B and I was probably just going to get a room, get a bath, like Canary suggested. Probably try and give Sparky some of the gold to cheer him up.
What about you, Cornelia?
I need a bow and some arrows.
You're
I
headed
think
to
that
a
might-
weapon shop then?
Yes.
Kithtrix, you
Yep.
are alone with Sparky. The innkeeper goes to check to see if one of the rooms is clear when you hear the jingle of the bell as the wooden door behind you opens. Someone in a dark cloak, tall and imposing over your halfling form, wearing 7 or 8 knives and like 2 maces at their belt and some sort of weapon in their hand, says, "Are you Kithtrix?"
I want to make an insight check as to what I think this person's going to do. Are they?
Make your insight check.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I have seen a process server before. All right, let's give this a go.
You've seen this person is not going to harm you, but I was trying to set the scene up to make it look like that.
Yep. All right. Yep. That's me, Kithtrix Dustbraid. From
So
Westerwood.
you thought they might be holding like a dagger or a sheathed sword or something, and they pull a scroll out of a case. Now that they glint off of the light, and they say, "I need you to come with me.
You're summoned to court in hell.
The Empire needs your help."
Oh, can I read the letter or
Yep.
it's just okay?
It's signed by the Emperor himself, requesting all mercenaries within the realm and any adjoining lands to attend at once in order to stop a dragonblight, and that awards will be made for any who have previous experience joining will be given an immediate jump in rank. The second page on the back notes that you are such, like, your band is recognized by the Imperial Sky Knights 5th Detachment. Captain Lynn Thule of the Lumbering Behemoth recognizes that you are dragon killers and has specifically requested that you be added to the list of mercenaries available.
Where do we have to go for this? To the capital?
Come with me.
Okay, like we're gonna rest the night and we have to go and pick up something from a village nearby. Is this like it has to go right now?
This guy looks incredulous. He's like, I mean, you don't have to go right now, but you know, the Emperor is personally calling for you.
But I mean, like, is he calling for me from the capital or is he calling for me from somewhere else in the city? I need
It's
to go
the
and see him
capital.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will take us days to get there, right?
I mean, I got here via the teleportation sigil in the back of the shop, but yeah, I mean, if you want to go, it's probably several weeks.
Oh, okay. So that we can teleport there?
I mean, there's a considerable cost involved, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell
Well,
them
how-
you're interested.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be there. We need a band name. Wow. Okay. Tell them that we'll be there.
I'll tell someone to tell the Emperor. I won't tell him personally.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. This is very awkward.
Can I have a copy of the letter, or is this my copy?
Oh,
to
you can
keep,
just
or is
have
this
this
your-
one. Yeah, no, this is
Okay,
yours.
awesome. Great.
You should note it is a serious crime to forge the name of the Emperor, and
Okay.
or this document has to remain in your possession at all times for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need, like?
I'm just gonna leave. This is very awkward. This is not how conversations I have.
Wait. I fish around and pull out five gold to offer him.
He just seems surprised to be paid that much. He just takes it. He's like, thanks. All right, I'm
Have a
leaving
nice
now.
day.
Thank you. As he walks out the door, black screen. We're done. That's the end of the season, friends.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Can we be back next week to have a talk
Yes.
about season 2?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
That's
is
what I
it like is it a super secret private session, or do we get to share?
I'm going to
with
record it, but I'm
audience?
not going to broadcast it at the time.
Patreon
okay.
exclusive. I get it.
It's not Patreon. It'll be going to YouTube unless someone's like, I don't like that idea and I'm not going to be back for the second season. In which case, no one will ever
on
see it.
Patreon, though.
No, if you want to do that, you've got Oath of Endosteel. Stop trying to upsell me. I'm trying to downsell me. I'm retired now. I'm out of the business. I'm out of the game. Yeah. Well, we can have a deconstruction episode where we talk about how we felt about the first season next time, because that's what we'll be doing. But if anyone wanted to say how they felt about this episode and do like an outro, now would be an appropriate time.
I'm going to make one
Just trying to get some
really
rolls
amuse
in.
me.
I win.
So because we had a quick chat on our Discord group in the last week, and one of the comments I made, because I know you raised a concern last week about the speed of leveling, and I mentioned about how in my campaign I started leveling down, but replace it with gear progression, because that's also an option. And I just found it really, really funny that like we killed a dragon, and then the entire treasure of the dragon was like, "Oop! If you take that, be damned forever." I found that. I don't think it was planned.
I offered you a magical pickaxe. I offered you an unspecified magical weapon from a devil. There were those,
We made a lot of deals this season.
Yeah.
We've been
This
offered
season
many.
should be
Yeah, that's
called
right.
Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, we've been offered many Hobson's choices. Definitely, Arthur. Thanks very much.
We almost took something out of the dragon's treasure hoard without knowing it.
Right.
You have money. You can buy magical items now.
I mean, Godric can buy magical items now.
I heard Godric forced the money on you, but
He did force
Yep.
the money on me with a
Yes.
freaking D20, dude.
Hey, everyone has a healing potion made of Kraken, so
Okay. Just for the stream and for the episode, me and Tanier have been arguing over whether or not Godric would actually give the 300 gold. So I said opposed persuasion rolls, and I won. So Godric's giving the 300 gold. So Tanier
Basically
can get
did
her
rock, paper, scissors in front of this salesperson.
magic. Yes. Godric chose rock because he's a miner, and rock always wins.
The avalanche method. Nice.
Yes.
men throw rock 50% of the time. It's insane. Absolutely crazy.
Good old rock.
Because nobody
Nothing beats
ever
rock.
predicts rock at the beginning. They're like, you're already doing this. You couldn't do that again. It's all a mind game.
Well, speaking of mind games, I really tried to play one at the beginning of the session, but
That was
I didn't
really
quite
fun.
get
Like
it.
I've
And
never
then the
was good.
dragon
I enjoyed
horde.
yeah, that was cool.
I really loved it.
Almost
You
happy.
had me 100%, and if I hadn't have said what I had said in there, I would have totally gotten, persuaded.
You had me right at the beginning that this was probably some kind of foreshadowing. And I was like, man, he's really optimistic. We're going to beat this dragon. And then halfway through about the ambassador thing, I was like, no, this seems kind of suspicious.
This is sus.
This is suspect. And that's when I asked, like, can I make a persuasion roll or read the contract or
You always got to read the contract.
yeah.
I'm just lucky to be an elf.
Just lucky to be
Advantage
alive.
against
All I-
charms.
all I
Imagine
can do is
being
punch
born
people.
superior.
Yeah, right. For reals. I just punch real good. Do you know I don't think I took any damage this season.
There's no way that's true. You've definitely taken him.
Maybe once.
I'm
'Cause I
glad
haven't
I
u- I
use
haven't-
Entangle.
I haven't gotten to use thaumaturgy this entire season.
Imagine waiting a whole season desperate to use thaumaturgy. Just slightly change the temperature of things or change the way your voice
no,
sounds.
sorry, hellish rebuke. That's what I meant.
Oh, you could have used Hellish Rebuke anytime you got damaged. Oh, you're right. I guess
Exactly.
maybe you did.
Yeah.
Juke
And I
out
only
of
got
it.
damage. Yeah.
If you didn't want to be damaged, Or if you wanted to be damaged, why did you constantly both push people away and then when someone had 10-foot reach,
Look,
not
all I'm
intentionally fish for a
I
reaction
did it for
attack?
not this fight, but the last one, but they missed their attack roll, okay? It's not my fault.
It's a bit soon to start talking about why theory pushes people away, Arthur, all right? So
Wow.
it's just,
Yeah, I've been doing that before the fights, okay, Arthur?
The audience is asking if Sparky's becoming a bad boy, and the answer to that's no. He's an arbiter of pure neutrality, right? As long as you believe
He's the
him.
goodest boy.
The only
No,
one you've
he's
talked to
still-
about draconic alignment is Sparky, so who knows whether he's full of shit or not.
Is he still grappling with the idea of what a heroic dragon would be?
He's grappling with the idea of removing poison from his body.
He's got the vid.
Yeah, he is sick right now, trying to filter the green dragon out of him.
That's crazy.
Definitely
rid
read
of-
him.
Sorry, I was going to say, I think every meal Godric's cooked since the dragon fight, he's put a gold piece in Sparky's plate.
Excellent. I want you to know that every time you check your gold, you have one less gold than you thought you did. By the
Who's
way,
got Dragon
Granera,
Reed now.
Yes.
you have 2 more gold than you thought you did.
What?
This happened
How's
before
that?
and no one questioned it. Do you remember? I mentioned that everyone was missing a gold coin except for you,
I
and
just
you
thought
had
it was
bonus gold
I thought
coins.
it was an accounting error.
There was no accounting error.
We need an
When
extra party
every
member.
time they go to check their money, they have less money and you have more money.
This is like in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where you come to a conversation in the game and you can say to the NPC, my party keeps having severed heads appearing in our bags. And you go look, it's like, oh, actually, yeah, there are a bunch of severed heads in my inventory. I hadn't noticed.
Well, maybe that's something to figure out next season.
On
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Before the episode, I sent AP a letter that Godric wrote to his girlfriend, essentially asking her to marry him, but also sending her 800 gold and the wyvern bone, and asking her to make a weapon worthy of their children. And so,
Love getting proposed to in a letter.
Pretty
yeah,
forward, given that you have no children yet, but okay.
yes, yeah, I mean, it's intended. I told you I tried to write it as best I could, considering
that,
he has a charisma score of a 12.
I know.
that ring
So-
purchase was kind of throwing me for a loop there. I'm glad I
Yeah.
was there to see that.
So if things play out, then hopefully that'll work out. If not, then he just has the dragon bone ring he's gonna wear.
Well, unfortunately, you guys don't level up.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll take my 12 HP.
Yeah, right.
What people suspect that hell is behind the missing money, and you are totally off base with that one.
I assumed it was just Sparky going into our bag.
That's what I was thinking too.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's
He's
not
like-
Sparky either.
Sparky's our accountant now.
It's some sort of face shenanigans, right?
Are you sure you really want to make a dragon your accountant, knowing what you know about
I
dragon
know.
didn't
greed?
say that.
Dragon
I'm
will just
saying-
eat everything.
Yeah, one for you, one for me.
Yeah, one for you, 5 for me. And I would have no money. Okay, so I guess I have one regular cloak and one magical cloak now, so that's fun.
I'm just waiting for like the first time we find like a magical sword and we can go, oh, I can wield this magical sword. And Buggy's like, wait, or I could lie on it. How about that?
I forgot to mention, by the way, you have another 600 gold pieces that is saved from dragon's greed that the dragon shat out when it died.
In the 3 villages? Oh, when it
No,
from the dragon.
I forgot-
Okay.
I forgot to mention, we knew this before, that dragons void their personal internal gold amount when they die.
How much is that for each person?
150 each.
150. Yep.
Thank
Well,
God.
it should be 100 each because we give Fleur
In that
100
case, I
as
wouldn't
well.
have argued.
Oh,
Well, don't you also give Sparky one?
Yeah,
That's 6
Yeah.
people. Yeah, so 100 apiece. Yep.
yeah.
100 piece cap.
Perfect.
Making Sparky your accountant is the loaf weir origin
No,
story.
God, he doesn't have to pay
Gotta
for
run.
it.
All right.
Sparky for president.
I could take my bath with my own money now.
All right.
I mean, I'm assuming you still need the 300 for the quote. Yeah. Okay.
We're down to the last 30 seconds, so let's do
All right.
outros before Twitch starts throwing ads up like crazy.
Let's do it. My name's Bearded Jalapeno. You can catch me on Twitch and or Discord. I pretty much live on Discord. I stream on Saturdays and Sundays now. So catch me at Bearded Jalapeno at Twitter and Instagram for updates.
Grimdark James. Everything is the same there except for where to catch me. It's at Grimdark Podcast or at Grimdark James. But I also stream Saturdays, Sundays, and I spend too much time on Discord.
I'm Neo Buzzard. You can catch me on AP's Discord. I tend to lurk around there. If you have any questions about mini painting or anything like that, you guys feel free to hit me up.
And I'm Lauren Danger. You can find me on YouTube at Lauren Danger Shaw or on Twitter at Lauren Danger. And I'm also on the Discord. And you can ask me all of your weapons and armor questions if you need.
Okay.
Did we
We're
make
back
it?
in the new year.
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Let's go. Season
Have a
2.
good night.